Hello everyone and welcome back to Joys It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Cassidy and I deal with the sewing side of this channel. So this video is going to be a little vlog and I want to sew in it the best dress I've ever sewn in my life because I am using for inspiration my new favourite person in the entire world. Now I'm talking about Emily Ann Roberts, and if you've never heard of her, then I honestly suggest to you, go out of this video, click out this video and go onto YouTube, Spotify, look up her music, listen to her music, follow her on Instagram, TikTok, all of those socials, and also follow her husband Chris. We love Sasa House just as much as we love Emily here, but Emily Ann Roberts is my all-time favourite singer. She's a country artist, she's absolutely amazing, and I want to make a dress inspired by her music, her country, all of that sort of jazz. So as I said, I want this to be the best dress I've ever sewn in my life. So in this vlog, I'm definitely going to lean more into the technical sort of side of sewing. I really want to delve deep into that into this vlog, rather than it just being a vlog for like showing you my sewing process, like getting the vibes and things like that. I want it to be more of like just a raw, what I'm sewing, here's how I'm going about it sort of thing. So it's kind of going to be an test of my skills along with you, and maybe you will learn something, maybe you will learn how not to do things. I think that's more likely. So originally I wanted to sew a dress inspired by Emily's song Pretty in Pink. Unfortunately I can't play the song for you because I'd get copyrighted, but you can kind of tell what the song's about from the title, Pretty in Pink. It's a very girly song, things like that. So originally I had planned on a dress based off of that song, but now I'm like, maybe I'll just go for a dress inspired by Emily Ann Roberts in general, and so that is now my plan. For a very long time I've been planning this dress and I've had so many ideas in my head. I wish you could see the ideas that are flowing through my brain, but I don't actually fashion sketch, so I can't show you really what idea I've got. I have made Pinterest boards, of course, so I'll put some photos maybe on the screen so you can kind of get the vibe I'm going for, but I basically I'll give you a rough idea of things. Things will probably change once I get making it, probably, but here is the basis of what I would like. I really want a handkerchief hem skirt. I just sewed one for the first time recently. The tutorial should be up by now, so if you're interested you can check that one out. But I really want a handkerchief hem skirt with a nice fitted bodice, a v-neck. I want ruffles everywhere, hopefully on the skirt. I'm thinking the neckline. I've been toying with the idea of doing ruffles around the armholes because I don't want sleeves. I just want it an armhole, but I'm thinking of doing a ruffle there, but I don't know whether that would work. Should I show you my fabric? I've got my fabric. I'll show it to you. This is my fabric. As you can see, it's lovely pink flowers all over it. It's just 100% cotton. I originally did get this and I got some pink gingham because when I went to the fabric store, I was unsure which one I wanted, but I'm pretty sure now I 100% want to go with this one. I think I have chit-chatted enough now and I should start to get going with what I need to do. So I'm going to start off with draping the bodice pattern. Draping is definitely my favourite way of creating patterns. It's just so much, I find it so much easier than flat patterning, and luckily I don't need to drape or pattern make the skirt pattern because, as I said in the intro, I'm doing a handkerchief hem skirt, and a handkerchief hem skirt is basically just, oh, Miss Dum Dum's leg's falling apart. A handkerchief hem skirt is basically just a circle skirt, so that's nice and simple. All I need to do and worry about is the bodice. Shall I listen to some of Emily's music whilst I'm sewing? Unfortunately you can't listen to it because once again I get copyrighted, but here we are. I'll be listening to Emily's music. There we go. Emily Ann Roberts. This is what the front looks like so far. I've just draped the front only, and I've got my princess seam here. I haven't cleaned it up, it's not perfect yet. I definitely think there's something weird going on with that armhole. I hate armholes, they're the bane of my existence. My least favourite thing to do with patterns is armholes. So now I'm just going to drape the back, and the back's pretty boring. I think that I'm all done with my style lines. I'm still very unsure about the armhole, but I think I'll only be able to tell and fix it on the prototype. So I'm just gonna go ahead now and drape with my fabric. I've finished draping. Here's it. There's the back as well as the front. And so now that I've finished doing that, I can get to prototyping. And so all I'm going to do is take these pieces, transfer them to some more fabric, and prototype the bodice. I am also going to prototype the skirt. I know I said I wouldn't need to do the pattern because I've made handkerchief hem skirts before and it's just a circle skirt. But I want to see what it will look like with the bodice as well on it, and how it's going to look and how it's going to fit around the waist and things like that. So I am going to prototype that as well. Here is the first prototype, and there are a few things that need to be fixed. Like, the obvious ones are the fact that I can barely get it closed. Like, I can close it, but there won't be room for seam allowance and it will be very uncomfortable. So I've got to add room there. Also, I've got quite a long torso and short legs. So I want to take this is like giving empire waist vibes. So I want to take this down to about here. Then that will be look more natural and feel more comfortable. Then some other issues are I have some gaping in the back neckline, and also I need to raise the back neckline. The handkerchief hem skirt, I love all of it because it's just a nice simple handkerchief hem skirt. Apart from the fact that I made it too long, I want to shorten it because at the moment it's like reaching the floor. I know you can't see it because of the camera frame. It's reaching the floor and I want it midi rather than maxi length. And just like, yeah, a few tweaks like that need to happen. What are some other ones? Oh, the armholes weren't as bad as I was anticipating. Actually, everything else is worse than the armholes, but they're just like small little tweaks, all to do with the bodice and only one to do with the skirt, so they're nice and simple. And so I will sew my second prototype. Right, a little story time, because I did not film anything that I did yesterday, because yesterday was just a full day of sewing many prototypes. I thought that would be really boring to watch. But basically I finished, what day are we on? I finished Tuesday with the first prototype and I had those few adjustments to make. And so then yesterday I tried to fix those adjustments, and in total I sewed 5 prototypes. I said I wanted this dress to be perfect, so that's what I'm aiming for. So that meant a lot of prototypes. All in all, 3 of them was just the bodice, because the bodice was giving me the most issues, and then 2 of them were with the skirt. And the last prototype that I sewed, bodice and skirt, I also inserted the zip to make sure that that would sit nicely in there. I tested out the ruffle around the neckline and also the little ties around the back, and it ended up just how I wanted it, just how I had envisioned it. So that's brilliant. I'm done prototyping. I've also transferred it all to paper, so I've got that nice and clear for when I cut it out of my fabric. And I've just put on to wash. You'll be very happy with me. I'm actually going to be pre-washing my fabric. I'm the worst for pre-washing. If I'm making something for myself, I never pre-wash it. When I'm making things for other people, I'm a bit better, but it's always something I forget and I just hate doing because I feel like it's a waste of time. But I have put on my fabric to pre-wash. So now, just now, before I get sewing the proper thing and cutting out the actual fabric once it's finished washing and drying, I'm going to tidy up my space because it looks like a bomb hit in here. Right, time for a little update. As you can see, I have finished sewing the lining, and it was really easy, just sewing all of the bodice pieces together, and then I've sewn it to the skirt, and I've left the whole of one side open for the zip later on. Two ties done. For some reason I have cut out 4 side fronts and no side backs, so I've got to cut those out now. It's just as well I have extra fabric. It is now time to insert the invisible zip, so wish me luck. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think that is the best zip I've ever inserted in my life. So yay, that has put me in a good mood. As you can see, I've also added the 2 ties into both of the side seams, and I'm now going to go and try it on. I'm not going to show you because I want the final result to be a surprise, but I'm going to try it on just in case there are any fit issues, and I want to be able to fix them now before I start adding the lining and finishing it off and things like that. So I've added the lining to the dress, and I just connected the lining to the shell at the neckline. So I just sewed the 2 right sides together around the neckline and then turned it right sides out. And I'm having a bit of an issue at the neckline where the ruffle's standing upright and then it's not folding over. I didn't think I would have that issue. And so I'm thinking I'm going to have to over sew it. I have understitched it underneath, and that's helped a bit. I might either just press the life out of it with my iron, add some crazy heat to it, or I will overstitch it. I don't really want to overstitch it, but we'll see. Now the next thing to do, I've finished it at the lining at the zip, so I had to hand sew that, so that's all done. And then the last thing to do with the bodice is to add bias tape around the armhole, so to finish that off, and so I am going to do that. You can tell I've been sewing for a long time. I've got more foggy up and my brain's not working well. I have some good news, and that is that I finished the dress and I absolutely love it. I can't believe actually how smoothly that whole process was. Like, normally something generally goes wrong when I'm sewing the finished thing, but nothing went wrong. It all went really smoothly. Tried it on. I love it, but I'm not going to show you yet because before I do the big reveal and show you the dress, I have another little project in connection with the dress that I want to do first. So basically, I haven't mentioned this before, I don't think. Maybe I have, I don't know. But in like a couple of weeks' time, probably when this video is out, it will only be in a week's time. But in a few weeks' time, I'm actually going to see Emily Ann Roberts play in London. Very, very excited. And so I want to patchwork a jean jacket, like do a little patchwork on it, make it a bit more fun to wear to it. And also I want to wear it so that I can wear it with the dress, that it goes with the dress, so that they match together. So I'm going to incorporate some of the fabric from the dress onto the jean jacket. And yeah, so it's just going to be a fun little final project just to wrap the whole thing up. It probably won't take me long. I have patchworked a jean jacket before. I did it for a charity thing, and I really enjoyed making it, and it was a really speedy process actually. So I'm going to be doing something similar as I did with that one on this new jean jacket. Here's the assortment of fabrics I think I'm going to go with. All in all, I've got 6. This is the fabric from the dress, and I think I like all of them. I am going to get a second opinion though, just to double check whether they all work together. And on the jacket, this is the back of the jacket, I'm going to do a patchwork like little section in this middle rectangle here, and then on the front I'm thinking I might do some little bits of patchwork on these parts on the shoulder. I don't think I'm going to fill the entire thing in, like do little squares and stuff along these bits. Just had mummy in to have a second opinion about the fabrics, and we changed quite a bit. We've added some more like bluey colours and changed things up a bit. So this is the new fabric scheme we're going with. I love the back. The hearts definitely tie it all together. I was doing it and I was like, I'm not really feeling it, but then I put the lace and the hearts on and it definitely works. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some patchworking on the front at the shoulder part here, then I'm done. I have officially finished sewing everything I wanted to in this vlog, which is amazing, and I'm going to show you what I've made in a couple of seconds. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for watching this video. If you've got this far, then that is pretty decent of you. And yeah, I will see you next time on the channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video.